Hmm? Hey, Rumble, what's going on? Are we on screen? Do we have audio? Rumble, what are you doing to me? I have no assets. We're black. Why are we black? There we go. I see me. Do you see me? Do we exist? Are we but merely cat toys for the three alien space cats? Huzzah! Welcome to Wednesday, the 22nd, in the year of the 2026. Here we are. There are too many seats up in the nosebleed section for the most amazing workers and lurkers. We are here for you when you can't chat, don't want to chat, but need someone to while you do something. Welcome to the not present chatting section yet. The best chatters, all of the circus peanuts, workers and lurkers, chatters, we're here for you. It's all good. Oh, Rumble, thank you so much for fixing this screen interface. Holy fluff. Do we just need Viva to get your products and you guys to get him to use your stuff to get things fixed? Or do people just not use Rumble Studio? But, Phoenix, before we talk about anyone else, welcome to the show. I, the one, the only me, am your host, your ringleader for tonight's... is this a matinee? Welcome to the matinee. No, it's me, Phoenix Electra. Yep, not that other fancier button pushers. But here we are. Wow, we have a disaster on our sewing table. Let's just take a minute and get set up and move some stuff around because this looks like a disaster. Also, I need to fold my cuffs. The sleeves are getting in the way. Yeah, managed to... Hey, yeah, actually, that's what I forgot. Hello. I forgot the snacks. It's a good thing we're not ready to open up the concession stand. Thank you. Extra.
Super cheese.
Yeah, Super teas. Welcome to the Super teas. Ooh, you're so good. Alright. What are we sewing on today? A little of this and a little of that. I'll let you know when we get to what it is where we're going. Right now I'm just pretending to tidy or just throw stuff around so you can't see it behind me. Oh, it does get tidied up afterwards. Alright, our thread tensioner. Actually, what I want to do, because I just found it, and I knew there was something that wasn't finished yet, and that is our Easter egg dress. Yep, that time has come and passed. The dress was sitting on the chair behind me, underneath the blanket, this whole time, and you know who didn't see it? Yeah, it was me. I did it again. Hello, Mona. Welcome. How are you? Welcome to the tidying portion of the Wednesday show. Yes, we've gone back to just a single camera, so I can remember all I have to do is talk to all of you out there. We might go back to being fancy and high-tech, but that software's pooping the bed and making me angry, and I would rather not fight with the show. And just get back to making stuff while I figure out the high-techy stuff. Because we can do it. We have done it. I was tired of poor show quality. And I know I and you deserve better than that. So let's sew a binding strip onto where the waistband is, because everything's finished except for the things that aren't finished, which are, hold it up, alright, neck bound, check, sleeves bound, check, under bust channel stitched, check, some decorative channels of contrasting stuff, also check. I'm sure I have some yellow tucked away, but I'm just going to use this blue for a waist, so it's got more of the cinching just under the bust and at the waist, because sometimes you just want the illusion of a nipped waist. And though I do have ribbon or fancier stuff that I can tie, I really don't always love having the ties come untied and lost in the wash. Oh, Phoenix, if you lay both sides together, you will sew the whole thing together. Let's try that again with a single layer. So we're going to finish this. I pulled some elastic because I am not an elastic hater. And yeah, I think, I know why this was waiting, because I thought that I was going to do something fancy, like actually measure in between the two strips for placement, but here we are, and eyeballing I am, because I just want it done and would really like to take it for its first debut out into the world, and it can't if this part is not done. But how is everyone doing? I noticed that also there was a noise cancellation button, and I unchecked that because I would also be remiss to not share the sweet, sweet sounds of the Singer 27 with you all. So away we go to waistband land, because I don't have, like one finger's, yeah. Me. Oh. Okay, so I measured with my fingers about the spacing, so I'm just going to hold my finger up next to the section I'd previously sewn just to make sure that we're kind of in the same ballpark. But nobody's going to be coming with a T-square to make sure that my waistband is completely parallel. So. And I'm pretty sure we're not going to fluff it up completely noticeable. And if not, we just add some decoration and call it a design detail. So we've got solutions for that. What are you doing, Freya Foofers? Why don't you just come on this side where folks can see you better? You're more fun if you're over here. Oh, I didn't even type my welcome message. Yes? Oh, alright. Locals unique user ID. No. So, my locals, okay, note to self. In copious amounts of free time when you feel like sitting at the computer, figure out why Rumble doesn't talk to your locals right now. Yeah, so once I get this channel done, I'm going to cut sections of elastic and we're going to string it through and stitch them up so I don't just have them pinned in place for ages in a day until I decide to finally trim them because I'm annoyed. Yes. So. But how's everyone's week going? Time just is going and things just are. But here we are. Yeah, because then I also have, I was just going to call today's show Fit, Ian. Did I call it Fit and Finish? I think I did. So finishing up the last step. There's also our 2 beautiful bullet bras. You know who still has not sewn the straps on them. Yeah, so maybe, not maybe. Once this is done, we're gonna sew those things. And after that, we'll see. Those are that's what I got on my agenda thus far. Oh, welcome to You See Beautiful Heaps of Fabric. Actually, there's worse videos, I'm sure. But, oh, there's all the stuff growing in the garden. I'm so excited. There's... Wait. Okay. Okay, I think one of those, like, oh, did we really deviate like crazy? Might have just happened. So let's lift up the presser foot and double check where we're stitching. Okay. Yes, I know, everybody's super chatty today. Pick up the needle. Alright, welcome to this. We'll just ease that back up a little bit. Yeah. Alright, and away we go on our misadventures in stitches. This project right now is going like, everything feels, it's going, but it's like, okay, if that's the path you want to take, we'll just, because we're being lazy and not unpicking it, so away we go in this approximation of a general. But it will be done, and it will be spectacular. I was going to wear this dress a couple weeks ago and I couldn't find it to do this part. It was right in front of me. I was sitting on it this whole time. All I needed to do was look behind me. I don't know if it was more folded up under the blankie under I don't know. It doesn't matter. Here we are. Now, it always feels goodly disappointing to go to the thrift store and walk around and just be like, yeah, I like you, but I don't need, not enough to hand over the thing, so. Oh, well, we've got enough that we can work through right now. We're almost back at the beginning. Yay! And I'll just try to make sure that we're nice and flattish. Fingers crossed that we meet the other half of it. And also the other half down, and then we'll get to the just 2 strips of elastic. I just like the look of, I just have other versions differently, and I wanted to do this one like this. Alright, I think, we are going to call it wieners. Our 2 edges are going to meet, so good job, Phoenix. Because this fun little dress with a corset on top, I can throw more clothes on top of it, or I can just wear as is and completely acceptable clothing in today's day and age. Alright, just gonna trim the edge, rethread the machine, because I don't know what that was about. Set you over there. I'll just get ready for the next. Why? Oh, hey, stop! Hey! you doing, Trouble? Oh, you're fine. It's right here. Alright, you guys have fun. I'll just be here by the sewing machine. Oh my goodness, I can't wait for the Easter lilies, the lilies to start blooming. There are so many bulbs coming up. From 2 became quite many in one season, and I am not displeased, but I'm waiting patiently for there to be flower blooms. I'm like, how big do these have to get until we get there? And I'll let you know. Don't worry, I will let you know when that day happens. Hopefully soon. Oh man. Loki is singing to his fans. Yeah, I'm curious with this. What in Rumble, besides knowing people and talking to people, helps? Doesn't matter. We've got stuff to make and things to do, so we're going to be here anyway. We'll get to the bitching section. What do I have to bitch about? Oh, right, we're bitching about trying to do a thing, and then I feel like this month is always funny, but we'll get there, kid. We'll get there. It doesn't matter. I think I had some white I could have used, but it's okay. I like all the colors on it. I feel like oh, that's right, because this dress looks like and reminds me of an Easter egg. And spring flowers. So, our new spring dress. I'm willing the flowers to show, except a whole bunch are finished. The fruit trees have baby fruits. All sorts of goodness is happening. There's baby strawberries, and I saw some onion. My horseradish. Oh, we finally, after an embarrassingly ridiculous amount of time, got our Filipendula. Is that Meadows? I'm gonna forget her common name, but Filipendula, she is. Finally made it into the ground, along with the weeping hydrangea. Oh. But it was kind of getting towards the end of the season to do it, because soon it's, well, they're already saying, please, hey, you, don't think about the water. Think about the fire risk of not water. But also will penalize you if you collect rainwater, because Oregon says, no, that's mine. Stupid. But, rain. And then I love this piece. Oh, there was the meme of Tina Kotek or Tina Kotex or Tina Kotek, but her costume is, yes, if your brain inserted woman dressed as Maxi Pad, you would be correct. Oh, for fluff's sake. Did we backstitch? Yes. All right, let's cut 2 strands of elastic and there we go. So, Phoenix, How do you measure elastic? Well, let me show you. First, I'm going to stand up. I'm going to take the elastic. Oh, hey, microphone at my bibbies. We don't, well, unspool from what I've got. I'm going to hold it around, and I'm wearing quite a few layers, so I'm going to pull this extra taut. And somewhere like that. All right, we're going to cut that one. All right, this is for the under bust. I'm going to do the same at the waist, but a little bit. So I'm just going to take a couple inches off of the under bust one because I know my measures are smaller in one than the other. We'll go like that. All right, let's grab a safety pin, thread one row of elastic, stitch it off, thread it the second piece, and rinse and repeat. There we go. All right, and fingers crossed, I'll be able to do a thing when the time comes. 'Cause every time I thought about doing a thing for a while, it inevitably moved out of my hands for reasons beyond my own, and it's fine. But today, I think today might be our day. But we'll get there when we get there. Oh, just like the end of this project, I think I am gonna stand while I do this. I'm gonna stand and talk to y'all because sitting is super annoying. I don't take well to it always, but here we are. All right, what? Oh, all the things. That's what we can do if... I had a feeling that was going to happen. All right. Welcome to set destruction. Oh, God. Okay, never mind. I'll just leave you right like that. Alright, I'll just squat instead. Where were we? There's our safety pin. Oh, that's good. We're just going to do a little squat and thread some elastic. What? Yes. I get very close to the edge here. Going to take a pin and catch that last little section because it is super annoying when you're threading elastic or ribbon that's not quite long enough and lose the other end. So then you get the pure pleasure of doing it over again. So trust to think about it. You might like adding an inker. Oh, sorry, I'm just gonna move some bones around. Oh, super exciting content. Yes, watch while we thread elastic. Oh, this angle. And the Headless Phoenix channel. Ay, ay, ay. Oh, but I'm looking at the house plants because I had a cutting from a variegated snake plant that I divided, so now I have two of them because I trimmed it and then trimmed it again. Oh, hold your belly in. You know, even though we're doing stuff, I'm hunched over, but we do try to pretend to think about standing up straight while we do our activities. Oh, yeah, I don't know who's here or who's listening, but I had, yeah, this, ooh, okay, we're at the end. I am going to unpin, sew this off straight away. and then we'll just find a way to be comfortable seated because I don't want the mic to... We don't need any more distraction right now. So I did splurge on a new external sound card. Because I'm sure there's a way to fix the one I have, but it looks like it keeps trying to explode its guts, and you had to switch device. That's okay. That's all right, honey. I've just been babbling, strung elastic, and trying not to fight any tech gremlins. Oh, did we unthread ourselves too? Alright, we're just gonna do all the things. Some days while the making happens. Though I keep seeing the praises. Maybe everybody who quilts and does stuff knows about the iron-on stabilizers and the patchwork possibilities of, oh man, painstaking cutting and pressing. But I'm kind of addicted to that material and the possibilities. I'm not going to rein myself in of the thinking of them, though I do need to get some of these mom's necklace finished so that we can not feel guilty that one's still not where it needs to be. While I work on other things that are going to take a gajillion hours. Alright, one under bust elastic stitched in. I just need to massage it around because there's just a whole bunch of fabric that's not evenly distributed right now, but it will be. And now I keep looking at my hair thinking there's a cat on the floor. Regardless, just gonna massage this through a little bit, grab the safety pin and my anchor pin, and rinse and repeat. Safety pin. Second. Did I just... It does, it'll be fine. I'm bemoaning the thought that I put the waist elastic where the underbust elastic was supposed to go. But it's too... A, it's elastic, and B, I'm sure it's not really gonna matter that much. We're gonna tell ourselves that and thread this second one through. Ay. What a day. And I must apologize for the gigantic disaster of a mess that was my sewing table at the beginning of the show. I do try to make it, at least from what you can see, a slightly more aesthetically pleasing view, but today... No, it wasn't that day. Oh my god. At least, hey, Rumble chat, you guys are being showed up. I chatted and that was it. And we got 6 amazing workers and lurkers over there. But Mona's repping for the tube chat. Oh, actually, that's a grump. Speaking of YouTube, whatever this new AI channel demonetization shenanigans that appears to be going on, you need to go unfluff yourself. I saw this afternoon, just before the show, that the Redonkulus at, what is it, Battle Dwarf on X, and at Pop, I took a while to find them, but regardless, their YouTube channel got nuked in this whole thing, demonetized. They're not nuked. They got demonetized, and the besides, well, no, Terrence Pop's mission is educating gentlemen, young men in particular, and helping to prevent another male suicide from being lost and gobbled into the things. So YouTube, fix this. I don't know. I just oh, yep. It's crazy. They're funny. They do have this funny, no, section that's fucked up beyond belief. And if you have a sensitive stomach or are not a bodily fluids kind of a visual audio sensitive stomach, I would not watch that section of the show. It's horrible that always seems to be on when we're trying to have dinner, and no, I can tolerate a lot, just not while I'm eating. Thanks, boys. But other than that, considering I'm not their target demographic at all, but but they're here on the Rumbles, so you don't have to go to the tubes to support Redonkulus. They're here on the Rumble. Actually, I don't know a platform that those guys aren't on. I don't know why they don't live stream to locals and make that more of their hub, but I don't know. But also here I am, also marginally grumping that I don't know why my Rumbles doesn't want to talk to my locals. All right, I think we have 2 elastics on paper. We trim our threads nicely. Don't look too closely. I think we're done with this piece. Our spring flower extravaganza. All right, let's hold this up. I have a feeling I might be just taking in that waist elastic. I'll have to try it on, make sure everything. I'm pretty 100% sure that I mixed up the waist elastic for the underbust elastic. But I'll deal with that later. For now, what is next? I had something right here. We were gonna sew. Am I losing my marble? Yes, but we already knew that. That project? What? Oh! No, you guys forgot to remind me, we're sewing the bra straps down. Okay. Because today, fit and finish. Finished 1, check. We're gonna be finished 2 and 3 momentarily. And this is a spot where on so many patterns and modern bras, you put in a stinking slider. But explain to me, maybe it's because my body and shoulders don't do this, that I need that much flexibility in my shoulder straps. I want everything at a particular location, depending on the location provided by the particular support garment. Wow, a lot of words to say. I want my boobs to be where I want my boobs to be. So, the purpose of a slider, where the material, they just flop around. I never found them to ever stay in the spot from the beginning of the day to the end of the day, and then always like fixing them. Alright, that's Phoenix's rant about why do we have sliders on bra straps? I just don't get it. So, I am stitching both of the ends down so that when I wear it, we're always where I left them. Maybe it's because if they're fixed and with a fixed material, but I've even put in elastic ones. If you feel like you need something stretchy, you can just put an elastic instead of a ribbon trim fixed length bra strap. Like, maybe I'm just too dumb. Alright, two bra straps stitched are my spooky wooky patchwork bullet bra is really completely complete. We sewed all the hooks and bars on there, and the last straps finished. Done! Hypnotica. The same. Just gonna sew the straps down, and she also will be done. Because I did wear out at least the linen one, and then because I hadn't sewn the straps down, did I poke myself and say, Dove, can you help me? This really hurts. Yeah, that was super lame. Preventable wardrobe malfunction because I got excited and didn't finish the fit and finish. So here we are, finishing. Like, why is the... Oh, Phoenix, take a breath, take a sip of Chernobyl slaughter, and sew this other strap down. Alright, let's do that. Let's just snip. But I have... Oh, I think I've said this before, that maybe I'm just going to do it because because part of me just thinks it would be funny, and did I? Okay. Sorry, my brain got lost trying to make sure that all the pieces were where they needed to be, but that is properly done now. What was that? Oh, right. Because everybody who's here or has been here for a while knows 100% well. The only games we play are, is Phoenix gonna get bit by a cat? It's actually bobbin thread. Nope. Bobbin chicken. And sometimes we play... We don't play any games around here. Alright, but we do have 2 projects completed. 3 projects completed. Actually, that's not true. We do play our own version of games. What was I going? Being an asshole and tagging at Gaming on Rumble to let the non-gaming people know that sometimes they should make stuff. Alright, what's next now that we've got those 2 things finished? We have these pieces and the window panes. And some more sewn window panes to be stitched together. But it looks like we've got a whole row done, so what we could do is lay out oh, you cannot see if I don't hold it up with the one camera view. I got so spoiled on having this camera right here that I think it's still there. So where my left hand is, there are the completely solid white diamonds right now. But what needs to happen next is one of the 4.5 inch mixed blocks is going to get lined up there, and then I think last time, and I'm going to do again, we'll just put a pin so that I can ensure that that block is held into place, and I can finagle the shaping on the white border section, which really makes no sense while I'm holding it up. So let me do one so I can show you. Do I know what I'm doing when it comes to things like this? No, I'm just not afraid to try it. And I don't lose anything using up my stuff. Alright, so let's grab some pins. Oh, we're gonna forget that some of these blocks look like they could be pinned. I meant ironed. Who am I talking about ironing? It's that press-on stabilizer. It makes me not loathe having to take out the iron and warm it up. Make sure that a cat doesn't jump on the ironing board. So, I guess let's not do this. I'm gonna pick a different fabric because I opened up the pane underneath it, and I was going to have 2 of these little yellow tulips right next to each other, and I mean, we could do that, but I think we can do better. Let's do this polka dotty one. I hope that's our block size. Sometimes we're very careful around here, and sometimes we throw caution to the wind. Because everything is a mismatch and nobody's going to really stare at it. This is more of a low stress, just make it work kind of a project. Those are good to have in addition to the super fiddly shit. Though I think I do put more pins in here sometimes than different fiddly things. Oh well. Actually, let's not and say we did. I would rather be sewing than pinning this right now. What else do we have in our piles to finish? Alright, what's up with this dress? Bias bind and do some trim finishings. That sounds like more fun. Alright, next up, let's put some trim on the seams as a finish because this is not pretty. But what is pretty is this mulberry colored ribbon that we're going to use as our seam finish. Ouch. You know, sometimes we're so like, we're just going to do this one thing, and today's one of those days that it's just quite the potpourri of different projects that I just need to get done, because sitting around is not doing them or I any good. Oh, but thank you to Software and anybody who listened around for our first call-in show. I don't know who else is using that feature, but if you're on not a mobile device, works spectacularly. So I think, stay tuned, we might make use of that again in the future. Not all the time, because the only thing that we do all the time is make stuff when we show up. That's the only guarantee. But the weather's getting nice. Should we think about we've got stuff east. Okay. Maybe it is time for another glue show. Because those are always quite a time. So it would be fun to... I'll muck around in the works. I'll spend some time on my fanny at the computer for you guys to try to figure this shiz out. Again, because I feel like something breaks, we figure it out for a while, and then it does the same folly apart thing, but for a different reason, the same reason. Updated the NVIDIA, was that just the, oh, check the driver again. And I am going to, I was just making funny faces because things are lined up interestingly, but I'm pretty sure I figured out what's going on and why it's going on that way again, because again, this garment fell victim to, Phoenix doesn't remember that if you use woven material, you need to know how to get in and out of your garments, because there's some curvy bits that need to be accommodated that if they fit in one spot snugly, you will not. You're gonna have troubles differently. Why is our tension off so much? Everything's just rubbing and being too snug and irritating right now. So we're just going to free up the tension on the top thread. And I am going to take a better look as the stitches are going by to make sure they're better quality, because that was something. That's better. Alright. They just didn't look nice. So there it looks. Slightly better. Alright. If anything, we'll just go around it twice to really make sure it's secure. Now instead of seeing cats, I thought I heard cats. I don't know. They're probably still outside. So if Frey Froofers comes in, I wonder if somebody's going to get some snackies. She's being very particular right now. We gotta watch our waistline because it's almost bikini season, so can't have too many calories. Oops. Did I just... Oh, phew. Just drive forward and make sure that you're sewing where you had to sew. So questionable should be the episode name for today. Our stitching. So questionable. Alright, let's try to do better because I want to make nice stuff, not shitty shit. But yeah, I think I need to go back through the sketchbook because I was trying to remember if we drew some sketches for our cargo pants and all the pieces that we want to make for our staple zombie apocalypse outfit. Okay, so there is the mulberry trim we just stitched down. So that's at the waist. You're not supposed to be like that, and I managed to catch the shoulder strap in with the trim detail, so I'll just double check that. Alright, there's the waistline detail. We've got enough of that mulberry and a second waist that needs to be stitched, so let us rinse and repeat. Should we just take a second and sew this whole thing back together? Hey, pooper doopers! You guys nobody... Are you done? Would you like snackies? Do you think it's time for snackies? Do we need to open up the concession stand? Do we need some cats in the chat? We have cats at the sewing machine. Is it time? Is it meow? Are you ready, right, meow? Oh, is meow your moment? Is meow the time? Okay. Alright, we'll do it. We'll do it right, meow. Let's do it. Loki! Okay. Alright, Freya Fruifers. I'm just gonna go pop over to that section, give Freya Fruifers her treats, and then we will give the boys their snacky. Hey, oh, come on. Oh, hey. Loki, go to your spot. Freya Fruifers. Come on, Freya Fruifers. Okay. Boys, to your marks. On your mark. Come on. You. Come to your spot. Alright, come on, Loki. Oh, get your fat butt out of the way. Loki. Oh, such a good boy you are. So handsome. Ow! Alright, good work. Hey. Oh, Loki, with the very best hugs. You, ow, who needs your nails cut, because... Good job, Loki. Alright, one more each. We can't be spoiling our dinner. Thank you, Loki. Alright. Yeah, good job. A round of applause for our Loki and Freya and Little Man. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Everyone says hello. Hello. All right. Oh, that's good. I'll remember where we are. There's also a hole in some of this gathering, so we're gonna just stitch that right up. Actually, I think I'm just gonna... Oh, you silly boys. I know, now you're just gonna glower at me until it's dinner time. Okay. Oh, cats. Oh, that little toy swing machine is still for sale, but I'm pretty sure, I think I've sussed out, and I wonder if it's why the only picture from that ad is from the back, because the metal bar that attaches from the wheel to the needle bar is not there. And $60 for something that is that, I don't know. It's so cute. But it's literally missing the part that makes it work. So now I'm gonna be quasi on the hunt. Can you please stop? Okay. Okay, brain fart. I completely forgot where I was going. I don't know. Oh, yeah, we'll laugh about that instead, because yesterday, who was it? Mr. Synthtrax posted, make America goth again, or make goth great again, whatever. And I think it was even Patty's Parlor, like ages in a day, joking about the goth to trad goth pipeline. And I laughed at myself yesterday as I stood in the kitchen with our Scully sweat skirt, making cookies. Yep. It's so true. The best pipeline. Goth to trad goth. Highly enjoy it. Don't regret it. Not a regret, but it would have been super fun to decorate up the cookies with like spider webs or something, but at 8 o'clock when we started and 9 o'clock by the time we were eating them, I just needed the cookies. But I don't know if anybody uses or has used the monk fruit. What did we do here, Phoenix? The monk fruit, erythritol. Phoenix, use your words. I half the amount of the erythritol to whatever the recipe said for regular sugar, because I just find it too sweet tasting on the palate, and I don't care for that sickly sweet mouthfeel taste. So I definitely use less and don't find it to be a detriment. Did I? Maybe I didn't mess up and I just got distracted by things outside that... Alright, let's try this again. There we go. Today is the day. You're telling me. But I was at work this morning. I was like, oh, I can't wait. Soon I get to be here with you all doing this. And it will be good. My wardrobe has officially grown by 3 outfits on the way. I think we might be able to make it 4. And then I'm sure... Oh, that's right. and then we'll figure out what's next. I really would like this better if I just gave this a haircut. There's some of it. Okay. Yeah, this looks better. Did the other day put in some more corn seeds. Deb was outside helping me. Well, yes, we were doing it together. And he poked his hole into the garden bed, and it went bloop all the way down to where the mole holes were. So that's super fun. Oh, this is good. Because I forgot I needed just a little bit more space, because now I've got a little slit that's finished. I think I just need to do the bias binding on the other strip. Triangle piece. Triangle man. And then so this shoulder strap's down because I don't like to feel completely committed to getting the shoulder straps sewn in until I give something a test wear, just in case I have to move them around a little bit, because I do prefer the fixed shoulders. I think I did that, and I want this also to be done because this has been in the undone, the uncompleted, in the UFO pile for too long. So let it be found and not unfinished. I'm just touched. Again, today's show is brought to you by Please Don't Touch Me There Like That. Lamo's finest. It's cranky lady season. Is it really, though? Sure, whatever trope. Oh, no. Speaking of tropes, again, my brain returned this week to the hungry, angry mother notion, and then the ones that I'd heard about, and possibly the litany and of others, that is the epidemic of female sexual predator teachers. Finally, there was a couple cases where these women were given sentences comparable to what a man even accused of such things. Because not only I knew this was happening at ungodly rates for a myriad of reasons, but what I didn't know until yesterday, thank you, Battle Dwarf, was the slap on the wrist punishments these ladies were getting. Minimal jail sentences, minimal probation, only 5-10 years on the predator register, versus like the folks who are, and just the unequal treatment of it. And I need to sew the binding, and then I can sew the thing. Yeah, so, and bias binding. I have one open somewhere. Should I? I'm going to sew one shoulder strap down. I'm going to wait because I think I don't really want to have 3 different bias bindings on this dress, because I know I have more and I wasn't completely prepared for this, to do the finishing touches on this one completely, but we are significantly closer than we were before, so we're going to call this good regardless. Yeah, but when we are surrounded by, pick your industry, pick your field, pick your whatever, the disasters in our faces, when why do we continue to not stop what we see is going on? Because I'm not sure what besides either little individual things of folks throwing themselves into the cogs of the machines to cause forcible stoppages and the next ramifications of such actions. Because I don't know in the short, like, how do you, what? Stupid. I guess maybe I need to just go back and reread, or there's that, we'll just remember the portion of Washington's last address of beware of political parties and foreign interventions. They'd probably do pretty good remembering the old things. Because I thought they left Europe and left places because they didn't like it. So why import what you don't like? Though I did, oh, that was funny. Somebody, was it a 2A parody site? I don't remember who did what. But but just talking about the joke of Lexington and Concord and Paul Revere and all right. I really wish I had that other bias tape so I could just like really be done with this. That's probably too much to ask for. Yep. I could use that though. Do we? Yes. I'm going to make a couple of pom-poms until my tool runs out for our feather boa because that's what I feel like doing next. Where is the blue ribbon? There we go. Alright. Just going to drag from the depths of the excited place a piece of ribbon, one spool of tulle, two spools of tulle. Alright. Two tulle. My template. And if I recall the instructions correctly, we wrap the tulle around 30 times, or when I was doing it 2 tones, I just counted 15 turns, because if I'm holding 2 together, then that makes it. So slowly but surely, my tulle boa is becoming filled. The hazards of being quasi-committed to secondhand making materials that I have to like wait because I didn't completely understand in my head how much tulle this project took versus how much a little roll has. So I thought it was going to be all one color until I was like, nope. All right, let's count to 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, nope, 7, 8, 9. This is super exciting. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 2, 23, 24, 26, 27, 28, 29, and 30. Phoenix can count to 30. Maybe I'll just do one of these and show you how I did it, because I realized that is super riveting. But no, you know what? This show and what we do is all about how painfully slow making really is, and Yeah. Next, I cut some random 18-ish inch section of ribbon. I'm gonna slide the tool off the template, grip it firmly in the center, vaguely find the center of the tool, and do a basic surgeon's knot, which is a square knot with an extra throw. So whatever let's see, we're going to do right over left, and I'm going to wrap it around once. And then the secret is a second time, and thus pull very tautly. And this next one, I'm going to go left over right and wrap it twice. So 1, 2. And again, very taut. From here, what I do is I take the rope that is the base of our boa and take that ribbon, the tails, and repeat that knot, but this time enclosing the rope center. We go 1, 2, pull really tight. And I find that this knot, I can make it tighter than a regular square knot. More secure. 1, 2. Done. And then I can just push it to meet its friends. I do not have any rhyme or reason plan for how the colors are going to end up. It's just going to be how and when things show up to be put to use. There's my thing. What I might do is I'll just tie a whole bunch of the... And you would do the same thing if you're making... We're making pom-poms. It's just reusing strips of tulle instead of yarn or embroidery floss or whatever. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 7, 8. Well, that's the end of that one, so we get 2 out of that roll. Yeah, some of these spools are terrible. Oh, it's like, how did I get so many? It's because we had some tulle on a bolt that I cut the strips for the orange and the white. But these ones that you have to buy it, or that I would cut tulle if I found a whole bolt of it. But these pre-cut strips do not, for very many good-sized poofs do they make. 2 is the smallest one oh well. Yes, okay. Welcome, boys and girls. How's everyone doing? I am tying off poofs for our feather boa. My feather boa. Why do I say everything is we, even though... No, it's because Phoenix, just shut up and make stuff. This is why nobody watches you. And you keep showing up anyway. Alright, let me just crinkle and make some noise. See here. I think I'll get like 3 out of this one. Let's see. Six, 7, 8, 13, 14, 15, 16, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 30. I'm gonna barely get another 2. This one looks so much more neon-y in this poof shape rather. But it's funny that how different some of the tools are, must be half a millimeter thicker, just this tiny amount, because they feel like some of the tools are more poofy than others I've noticed. Because I've not done a giant study in types of tool, other than what type of tool is at the thrift store today that's coming home with me. And it's been kind of not, I don't know, everything just comes and goes. I'm sure at all the thrift stores you have to go frequently enough to see and then know that frequently you're probably going to leave empty-handed, which is nothing wrong with that. Alright, tot. Okay. I think this might be our last one. Then we'll have to think, what else are we gonna finish? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh! Well, that was even more disappointing. I'm gonna have to save the rest of that because that is an inferior size poof. I am kind of glad to have the empty tool spools. However, I wish they were more sturdy, but in our misadventures in ribbon and trim making, the ability to have something wider like that for fatter trims is not bad. You want to play ruche? Sure. Let's see if we can get this ruching to look nice. I'm gonna switch it. I'm gonna continue to throw things around, grab the ruching flute. I wonder what would happen if I threaded a little cord through the hole on this foot and then we stitched over it. I guess we'll find out, because what do we have to lose? Who knows? We might like the end result and decide it is the best thing ever. I'm just going to use this spool of, alright, I'm going to move this in. This spool of cord, you're not what I want. I'm just going to thread a little bit through the hole on this presser foot. Or maybe not. Excuse me. Pardon your ear holes. Sorry. Get down in there. I'm just easing it in. It's probably better to get it through a needle and stick it through. There we go. That's just. I'm just going to make sure it doesn't go into the feed dogs. I just want it to the back. Okay, so I've got that threaded through. I'm going to sneeze again. And I'm going to make sure that the tension on the presser foot is nice and loose, that we're on the right side of our fabric. Sit up straight. Tucked in. Alright. Let's see what happens. goodness gracious, stupid allergies. You are completely unnecessary. It's not doing much for the ruching, but it is adding this. Oh, there it goes. What did we do that made the ruching so good? Oh. I'm applying some pressure to the cording thread and I love it. Okay, we're gonna do another, okay, yes. Okay. I just got really excited here. Hold on. Phoenix, do you have words? No, I just tried out 3 different techniques on one strip, which I try to just do one at a time, but I could not help myself. Oh, well, that didn't... Okay. But, so we went from straight strip with the edges hemmed, and on top there is this camera. Can you just do a close-up of my threads? So there's the top cord, and if I added a little tension, it gathered the material up more nicely at this section. I tried to do the seashell or little scallops towards this end. I did a better job sewing the base layer together. However, the cord section, I'm just gonna cut because it did not attach, but I did get one cute little scallop. So we've learned something, so that's good. Who's gonna make our trims for us for our zombie apocalypse clothes? No one but us. So I gotta make sure I've got enough stockpile of beautiful trims so that when the thrift stores are no more, I've still got things that are cute. Alright, so I think let's just try again to... Okay, for this strip, I'm going to do 2 rows of ruching, one towards the top and one towards the bottom, just to see what that effect looks like. And away we sew. I'm so hooked. Okay, stop. I'm making mouth noises. Phoenix, don't make mouth noises like that. That's very unbecoming. It makes it so reliable. I wonder how thick the thread needs to be. Alright, after we do this one, when the spool runs out of the filler cord, we might try something thinner, just to see if it makes a difference. But that makes complete sense as to why there's this hole in this foot. Besides the needle needing a hole to go through. Okay, I am going to take 2 steps to that direction because my nose is trying to run off my face and it's really bugging me. So I'm going to talk loudly but blow softly. Hey Loki, what are you doing, big boy? it's time for a mesmer act? Give me a mesmer right now. Give me a mesmer. Logie, you gonna play with my boa constrictor? He's unimpressed. Simply unimpressed. Oh, he only loves me when I have food. I'm just gonna grab that spool of thread. It's lost. Don't be lost in my skirts. Alright, let's set you there so I know where to find you. Because I don't really want to step on it and ruin this. Oh my god. Holding the filler cord and giving it a little tug makes this spectacular, irregular ruching. Oh, okay. Just try this one iteration, then we can do the next. Because I only have 2 hands and I can only sew at one machine at a time. Unless I plug in the embroidery machine with something that doesn't need tending. But still. Actually, I should try to turn that machine on and see what... all the machines that need some love and attention. I'm just gonna pick it up and... Did I... No. Alright, somehow things did... Oh, the filler cord didn't connect there. Alright. I'm gonna pay slightly better attention. Get the needle threaded again. Why did you do that? Well, that was fun. The thread from the spool got stuck in its little slot, which is probably why we broke it. But it was right at the end, so I'm not going to worry about redoing it. These are just part of our little sampler kit, so... This is here just for the experimentation and to see what happens if we do this. I am really excited. I will take 100 yards of that trim, please. Okay, now let's get sewing. Get through. I know we're offering the best high quality. Let's thread the needle again. Okay, so okay. Also, I need to make sure that the needle pierces through the cord. Oh, there we go. I just needed to be patient. It looks just as awesome as I hoped it would. I like having the hem edge as my guide. So easy. Oh, so much fun. Oh, I like this double. Do I have a long enough strip? No, let me get to the end of this little piece, then I can give a slightly better picture. Oh, what? Yeah, so just by applying pressure to the top thread, then it gathers up the fabric in this irregular fashion. So unlike the ruffler foot that I know every 1 or every 6 or every 12 stitches, it does its pleaty thing and smushes the fabric together. This way, the tension on the thread, this filler in the hand, is causing the rippling. In a slightly more reliable fashion than when we played with this foot, and just the tension of the thread along with the decreasing the pressure of the presser foot on against the feed dogs or the table. Alright, let me snip this so I can hold it closer to the camera so you can see what I just did here. Oh, look at, okay. So it's got a row of gathering at the top and the bottom. This would have been super cute to use. Oh, well, we still can. As a drawstring channel or an elastic channel on something, to have it cute and ruched like this. I think for this next one, should we try a spool of... Why not? What do we have to lose? This one's super skinny, though. I think I'm gonna try our cone of the white cord that we've used previously for necklace when we're doing embroidery. This one should be slightly easier to thread because it's a little bit finer than the previous example. So I'm just gonna slide the thread through the hole in the presser foot and draw it towards you guys over in the that direction. Okay. And because it'll give us a good long example, let's try that same. Should we? Oh, let's be daring. We've got even more of this. Let's do a triple. We're gonna sew this piece 3 times and see what happens. I'm gonna, I think, separate our examples because I don't need to be managing this giant strip all at once. Hello, Jess. Welcome. Your new arrangement. Did you have some big adventures? I hope things are good. Oh, there's on your way home from grocery shopping. So you're listening. Perfect. Thanks for stopping in at all. I hope grocery shopping was not painful. I need to go get gas. Oh, I love the way your scrappy quilt is coming together. I like the cohesiveness of the solid background colors along with the regular repetitions in the motifs. Okay, those are my words. I am playing with trim. I finished and just general finishing up stuff that I hadn't done yet. But now we've got new things to wear that are actually, I'm not going to prick myself with pins. Oh, just thank you for, you are trying to make it scrappy. It looks perfect. Because with the two different with the solids, it's okay. It makes it inherently grounded, so you can. It's okay. You're doing great. Oh, so far success with this other thinner thread. No, I'm sewing right next to it. All right, let's try this again. This one, because the filler thread is thinner, I have to pay slightly more attention to make sure that the needle pierces it. I had this huge section where I thought things were going good, but the thread was just off to the side, and that will not work. Oh, you appreciate it. It's okay. Everybody's got their stuff. I can be a good cheerleader for the Creative Chaos crew. Like, it's you have the corner market. You've got the corner market on ways of making that I wish I could make that way. And I know my brain, and I try. I wish I can in short periods of time. I finally sewed the straps onto the two bullet bras because they'd just been laying in this pile, unwearable, but a wardrobe malfunction. So all the hooks and bars are sewn, all the straps are fully attached. And then, remember, it was Easter time and we'd sewed our cat toy dress. I'd misplaced it until today. So I finally finished the waistband channel and put in elastic. I am 100% sure that I put the waist elastic where the bust is supposed to go and vice versa. Because I know where the smaller one should have been, and I don't think it's where it's supposed to be. And now I'm just playing with these 2-inch strips of the white that we hemmed a couple weeks ago whenever I did that, and just playing with different trim techniques. I've got the ruching foot with some 2.5, 3 millimeter thicker cord, and I'm loosened up the pressure on the presser foot and giving the filler cord a gentle tension. So to get the ruching to happen more nicely. Ah, Mona. Thank you, Mona. Yeah, super fun, very reliable for the ruching, assuming that the needle pierces through the thread. I think part of me wants to try a sewing thread, but I have a feeling I would be very grumpy about that unless I purposefully alternated where it was to get caught. I don't think I said words, but that was kind of a salad of nothingness. I am sorry. Yeah, I wanted to, and I've got that shirt. Where is it? Actually, I do have one other thing besides playing that I want to do because I want to wear it also. Where is it? Oh, right. We almost finished another dress. I got one thing. Where? You are a skag. Where is it? Did I leave it in the other room? I had the bias cut bustier that we did with the white and the red and purple and splotched, and I grabbed a zipper, have it zipped and ready, pinned. Everything right now is I'm sitting on it because it's not in the right spot. Alright, well, doesn't matter. I can only sit on my seat. Let's finish this trial of the 3 ruching lines, and then we'll go on to what's next. I think instead of doing the top and the bottom and then the middle, we're gonna do this edge, the middle row, and then the bottom edge. Because I feel like it would be slightly more challenging to sew the middle last. We'll see. Yeah, because I pressed the seams on that top, grabbed a zipper, pinned in where the shoulders are going to be, then unpinned things. Because I think I'm going to do some type of like a bag turn line method for that. But with the zippers attached, one zipper. And I flipped it upside down so that the zipper closure's at the top. And do I want to flip the zipper so that it doesn't matter. Oh, stupid brain. Oh, you know, that's funny. As I'm doing this, I feel like I've seen... This is completely how some of these are done. I feel like in curtains, there's this layer of... I was like, why do they have that? What purpose? But I figured it out. That extra cording row, or extra thicker thread, is how they made the pretty design. Thicker thread, definitely more helpful to... It just makes it way easier to ensure that the needle pierces it. Because if there's too many stitches where it's not engaged, there's like, it just makes a little hole. There's my finger. I need to get... camera, you're supposed to be sitting there. Hopefully for this weekend we'll figure it out. Can we use all the fancies? Probably not, but we'll try. And I'm just gonna rinse and repeat. And I'm going to try to stretch out the bottom 2 rows as I stitch them so that I'm not taking the section that's gathered and then gathering and gathering to make it like a V-shaped. I do want the strip to, as a unit, be the same length, and the only way to do that is to pretend to approximate straightness. I'm not glowering at you, I'm glowering past you. It's okay. What are you... Oh. I thought trouble was closer. No. Silly boys. They're just ready for their dinner soon. They're like, I'm hungry. We went outside. I'd like to eat now. Again, I've got spot. Yeah. I don't know. I kind of like the two. I'm okay. It doesn't matter, Phoenix. We're committed to finishing this row, so finish the row. I don't think this trim side that has enough room for 3. I wonder if I'd spaced it closer, then I could have done like 3 narrower rows, but I feel like I don't know what I'm gonna gain. Also, I much preferred the thicker cord to this thinner one. I prefer this thinner one when we're doing couching and satin stitches, but Oh, have a good night, Miss Mona. Enjoy your evening. I hope things continue to be good and spring-like. What are you doing, Troubles? I know, dude. Hey! It's almost time. Here, careful with that. Don't. Hey. That, you know that's for the Only Cats show. You know we're not supposed to show that. Hey, stop that. Alright, fine. How is your kitty, Miss Cleopatra? Is that her name? Never mind. Cleo, right? Oh, your iPad is dying. That's okay. I know, all of a sudden, certain of my batteries and devices are just like, no, we've had it. We want to be plugged in all the time. We do not know how to exist without our security cord, which is kind of annoying. And here is the second iteration where I sewed the right at the top of the hem and then about 1/3 down from that. I mulled over doing one at the bottom hem, but I don't think. And then on the back side there's some bunnies. But it was a worthwhile experiment. I do not begrudge the time we spent playing with that. What I would really like, though, is to finish that top. So give me a second while I rummage through my pile of awesomeness. I know it's not far. Come back, Project. Come back. How dare you get lost? Ow, that was a pin. Ah! Here we go. So here I have microphone a little bit closer. Pieces. Hold on. The top and the lining layer of the Spiro Refashion Princess Cut top in the size that I made. This iteration, I sewed some sew-on boning into the lining layer to give it a little bit of structure because I thought that would be fun. I am at the point of attaching the zipper. So this should be straightforward, but because it's lined and how I'm going to try to turn it and flip it, making sure that the right sides were on the right side and the wrong sides were together when I ended took a little brain work. So to help minimize the brain pain, I did pin the zipper in, and I'm going to sew one layer at a time. After I thread the needle again and put on the zipper foot. This zipper foot, or as we learned from the great Alibaba, the edging foot. Because this foot existed before zippers did. Favorite for sewing next to your boning channels and so many of your trimming needs. Okay, good. Let's do. And I guess I could have sewn the zipper to the lining layer first, but for some reason I decided to start on the fashion fabric. Ooh, I hear the lawn boy must have come to... And I'm not worried. Oh no, the zipper does fit. Oops, just drive forward, please. And I think I can lay... Oh no, because I need to do this flippy thing. Getting this zipper in is gonna... I feel like I'm fighting with it, and it's like a mental exercise. We can do this. We've sewn more challenging things. The zipper will not take us down. Not today, zipper. Let me just tighten up the presser foot tension again. It's the only trouble with the ruching foot, remembering to reset to the preferred straight stitch settings, because they're not the same. But fortunately, if you're paying attention, you will learn, you will see quickly, and then you're like, oh wait, I should do that part. Alright, let's be good sewers and trim our threads, because we hate to do it later. And there's 1/2 a zip set, sort of. Okay, so this is right side. So if I put the lining from the right side and pin and open and top stitch. Okay. I just keep getting confused because there's so many layers, and I also need to make sure that I don't sew the lining layer in upside down, because I think I was at great risk for that just now. Okay, there's the top. There's the top of the lining layer. It's this way. That is the wrong side because I want... Okay, underarm. Underarm, right side, underarm, right side. Okay. We're like playing chess, but just talking through the pattern pieces. I find it helps, or lots of pins, but usually talking my way through. I try to keep all the thoughts in my head, then they just get into a giant jumble tumble sometimes. Alright, don't be pokey pokey. Unless we're gonna do the hokey pokey and turn ourselves about, because that's what it's all about. Let's trim these furs. We don't want extra gunk in the works. Those are preventable errors, just like cleaning underneath in the bobbin race. Oh, if we could have one positive influence to know how many folks have adopted cleaning their bobbin race every time they go in to change their bobbin thread. That would make me so happy. Our attempts at being so fluential. Yes, we'll go with that. I'm supposed to be... Alright, I didn't really just fudge the fabric in there like that. Okay, from here I'm going to do my back stitch. I've got a sandwich of fashion fabric, zipper, lining layer. Now I'm going to open up that sandwich and make sure that the zipper, okay, still is going to open, check, and the wrong sides are facing each other. The right sides are on the outside, and my tops and bottoms are lined up. I hear Allie and folks saying, Phoenix, you should press this right now. I know. I hear you, and I say thank you, but I'm not going to. I am, however, going to top stitch this whole sandwich down because zipper. Then we're going to do the same for the other half of the zipper, and it'll be like a giant tube. From there, we're going to pin the shoulder straps. We're going to turn it wrong side out so that it'll be right sides together. Pin the shoulder straps in to the inside so that we can sew along the top of the garment, and when we pull out that layer of our bag, the straps will be on the outside, and I think somehow magically they should be attached at the front and the back, and we're just gonna like lift it up like a little shopping sack, but it's gonna be our shoulder straps. I think this should work. And from there, just bias bind the bottom, and then we'll have another coordinated top to go with our secret pants, which did exactly what I was afraid I was going to do in them. Step on the hem and apply tension where tension was not needed or desired, and may have a little spot that needs a quick little reinforced back stitch. I'll get that next. Sorry, distracted. I'm looking past you, not at you. Okay, so what did we do? How do we duplicate it? Need the zipper on the right side. I wonder, I was gonna say, do I feel brave to do the other side expedited? But no, I'm not really that brave. I'm gonna skip the pinning, but I am gonna sew the zipper just to the top layer, then add the side. We're just gonna add layers to this zipper sandwich is what we're gonna do here. And every row of stitches just helps to make it more secure, so it's all good. Because I keep thinking I can make things where I can just like slide it up, but there's only a certain number of materials I can do that with. And you need a closure. So you've got to be able to get into your clothes. Yeah, I haven't done my duct tape pre-body form thinger yet. Every time I think about doing it, I've just eaten, and the last thing that sounds like a good idea is having some very tautly applied duct tape to my abdomen. Okay. Sorry, I had to just think and look at my pieces real fast. And again, I'm just gonna give these little edges a haircut. And then sew the lining to the zipper, just like we did the last time. Welcome, welcome everybody who keeps creeping in and creeping out. I hope all you workers and lurkers are having a spectacular day, or whatever it is you're working on. we have been quite productive, sewing a little of this, a little of that, finishing things, prevented wardrobe malfunctions of getting poked by our brassieres, having them firmly adhered now, because there's nothing worse than a ill-performing structured support device. What is absolutely bonkers here? Alright, we're not questioning our life choices. This top is going to be amazing. It's my stitching that's like, ugh. But, alright. Back stitch. Flip this around. Top stitch. Try to remember where in this creative chaos I set the shoulder straps. Alright. Huzzah! One zipper set. Beautifully lined. Just checking to make sure that our zipper actually works. Which there's... Alright. Glad that I used the white thread so I could see where which side needed the top stitching done now. Those are our big words. Alright. I'm just trying to make sure I don't sew anything that I'm not supposed to. We've done pretty good. I'm glad I double checked that spot where I did sew the shoulder strap to the waist. That would have irritated me later, but we rectified that, found where some other stuff wasn't attached, so we got to fix that. Oh. Loki. I'm gonna need to move that so you can show up better. You're like right... You're right there. Oh, Loki, you startled me, dude. You startled me. I have never finished a garment like this, so I'm kind of excited. It's always good to try something new. Because if you're not committed to... Sometimes there's multiple ways to do a thing. And if you're not committed to one, you just do a little example or a sample. Don't break your needle. Hey, pooper duper. See if there's a way you prefer to do something. Like, people get into very, like how they, where's your words? Turn the heels on socks as an example. You find the way that you like and then you never do anything else. All right, top stitching done. So here we have the back of the garment and the zipper goes down towards the waist, which is actually good because I need more room somewhere and less room somewhere else. Now I've got to grab the shoulder straps. We'll pin them in so from the right side, but then tuck them down so that we can, from an inside, I'll just have to grab them and pretend I can explain better. Wow, that's a storm blowing through. You know what? My straps were one strip of these cut in half, so instead of tossing the room trying to look for the other ones, I'm just gonna cut another pair. And I'll just reuse those other ones for something else. It's okay. Alright, so I think I need this to be flipped the right sides together. So I'm going to pin the strap so that the wrong side is towards the outside. So that's where the strap gets placed on the back. Stick a pin in it in the second strap so I don't lose it. And somehow we're going to flip the lining layer over. Okay, so I've got right sides together now, holding the zipper edge, trying to be careful about lining up where the princess seams are, because I feel like they won't matter too much, but the bones are on the inside and they're what's going to give support. Oh, let's see here. Jess looks great. I would never think about putting a zipper upside down. I'm glad that you did that, and it's making me think some dresses when you're making skirts. Yeah, there's no reason to that. We're in this convention, but yeah, the way people, it's so much easier to pull down on a zipper to close it if you don't have a dressing assistant versus like having a thing to pull it up. Not everybody's that flexible. Yeah, I have done it on a couple of things, but yeah. Yeah. Try it. You might be, yeah. It's just different. Oh, because I like, there's another reason I like it. I think it's because the way where I need the room to get things to fit. That's the words. This is going to be funny. Can I put these in the shoulder strap without twisting it and twisting the garment? There's the armhole. There's the armhole. I'm just walking and trying to keep track of everything. There's the front. Let's pin this straight away. I'm feeling a little bit more brave this side, so I'm just going to pin the whole thing rather than pinning the front to the strap and then the lining to the strap. Oh, right, because the other benefit of putting the zipper in upside down is it's not going to become afraid of heights, or there's going to be a gap. Like with a side closing zipper under the arm, and then how it'll start to pull apart, it ends up at your waist, and your waist is typically sometimes smaller than your bust measurement, so there's not as much pull on the zipper. I don't know why we don't do it more like that, and zippers in the back are hard enough, let alone, oh, did I put the strap in upside down like I was supposed to? Strap. Alright, let me pin this one and then double check the other side because I feel like I might have messed up. We haven't stitched anything yet, so I can still fix it. Okay, strap on and strap up. Okay. You're in the right spot. Check. Good. I know, I'm trying to decide because I've got the quilted stays on. I think I want a patchwork one. I'm trying to figure out if I want to just do a gajillion options of small blocks to have more variety rather, because I don't think I would like just 4 big blocks. Why not have more? I don't think I want to use the stabilizer for it. Unless, oh, is there a more flexible, because I wear it all the time. I'm afraid with these iron-ons, my obsession with the iron-on stabilizer for garments is if the plasticky nature of it, if do you stink does if you wear it for too long or too many years, like, and I don't know. And to spend all that time to make something that I want to wear all the time but never wear because I hate it, it's, it's always a disappointment I come up against. Alright, let's just double check. Okay, straps up. Oh. I don't know how I would have done it backwards now. Okay. Pin. Oh, good. You just got home. Time to go shower and grab a nap before William's stream tonight. Awesome, awesome. You have a good rest of your night, my dear. You are so welcome. Please steal it and share it and use it often. Alright. We are pinned appropriately. So now I can find the zipper edge because I know that that's where the top is. Where's the top? There we go. And now I'm just going to sew the whole thing closed, flip it inside out when we get there. Okay. Weird. One moment, please, where I find my way in space again. Oh. What's going on? I love it when you... I'm pretty sure I did this correctly, but still my brain is like, did we mess up? What did we do? What's that? Of all the things I'm getting so confused on. Alright, let's hold it the right way up. Prove to ourselves that we've pinned it the right way. Then I will flip it around the opposite way and we will stitch. So theoretically, after we stitch, we're going to end up just like this. Straps on the outside. And our cute little crop top. Alright, so now I'm going to flip it around. Find the zipper right there and just go to the top and start stitching. But from this side. This should not be this complicated to my brain, but we are having... This is causing a mental meltdown. Outside. Outside. I want the inside. This project is going to hurt me. We're so close. Hey, Loki, could you please stop that? Why must you insist on sharpening your claws there? I would prefer you didn't, honey. Okay, I want the wrong sides facing me. Let's start there. Check. Oh, I just need to sew. It's not that complicated. Where's my zipper? We saw it. There was a zipper here. I didn't, like, lose it. It just is hiding. There's one zipper. One underarm seam. All right. Hey, boys and girls, can you please stop that? Wrong side. Outside. Pins. Are you not where you're supposed to be? Alright, let me unpin and make sure that... Okay. This really should not be that complicated, but it's because it's getting towards the end of the show and it's trying to test all of my brain cells. Because... Can I not flip it the way I want to because of the zipper? Let me unzip it. Give myself some more room. So there's the outsides facing. I need you together like that. Alright, good. Where's our armpit edge? It's right here. So this... There's the inside. This is not that complicated, and as soon as I'm like, oh, we're gonna close it. Alright. But I really do not want this to defeat me, because Okay, I'm touching the inside. I need to touch the inside. Of the other option, if this is really gonna fuck my brain up that much, is we're gonna turn everything toward the... Okay, let's start from scratch. And ask ourselves the question, do we want to bag line it this way? Because we don't have to, but it... Okay, let's go back to what we want the end... What is our end goal here? You to be like this. So you have two straps around the armhole and a zipper in the back. And if we flip the lining or the top to the opposite side, we should have right sides together with the straps caught at the top, and I can walk my way to an armpit. To the other strap. Ay, ay, ay. To the other strap. Across the other armpit to the zipper. Holy moly. Okay, I just did that whole thing and proved it to myself. Now why am I like retarded? What just happened here? Did we not see how... Is it because I used the bottom and not the top? But Phoenix. did so much good work. We finished 3 garments. We got the zip sewn in on this one. We have... Okay, this is the right side. Getting ready to just find the zipper edge. That's the bottom. This is the top. Is that really the right side? Okay, is that because I have the pin in upside down, is that what's fluffing me up so badly? Okay. I just need to put a pin and get this sewing. I'm pretty sure I know what's going on. But this feels more painful than it should. I think it's because I'm afraid I'm trying to sew the wrong left and right sides together for some reason. Okay, one last time we're gonna thread the needle for tonight's show. This will be the last needle threading. If you need your painfully slow fill of how slow can Phoenix get this needle threaded. Hey, Trouble, I know we've just got like one more seam for right now. It seems we're almost done, but not quite. You can't get rid of me yet. Yep. Well, you knew that was good. Yeah, making sure that this is not complicated sewing. Hey, Loki, could you please stop? You're so mean. Don't get nice things with cats. They ruin shit. If you want nice things, don't have cats. Hey, Loki, that's not for your personal claw grooming. He thinks that the weight bench is his personal grooming station. And he absolutely loves it. He thinks it gives him the most spectacular claws.
That's for our personal torture.
Exactly! Okay, because I was silly, the pins are on the downside, so... Loki! I'm just trying to make sure that the lining is lined up with the fashion fabric. If something's not right, I'm just stuffing it in. And once I flip it out, I'm going to top stitch it anyway, just to make sure everything's nice and secure. Then there's just a bias bind the bottom, and we will be another garment done. So let's see what I can do before my brain completely shuts off from the stitches. Disin stitches. Oh. Alright. Now we're sewing with stitches. It was impressively, like, what a brain teaser that exercise was. It's just lining everything up, quadruple checking, putting pins as needed, and just trust the stitch. Just trust it. Now I'm just gonna grab the pin from the other side there. Pardon me. So now we're working on putting the top of the garment together. And we're almost done. Assuming we did it correctly. I'm pretty sure, because we did some really good quadruple checking. Don't drive over the pin. Oops, there's a seam that's a little questionable, so I'm just gonna pull more on the white layer and not on the fashion fabric. Loki, are you singing your songs? See? Good job, Loki. I know they can't see you do your tricks. My big fat head's in the way. I'm sure you did your trick spectacularly, though. Alright, and after this last pass, we're going to be back at that zipper again. So then, theoretically, we'll take the pins out, flip it right side round again, and we'll be able to hold it up like a little baggie. I think we'll top stitch, then I'm gonna sew along the boning channels. I was going back and forth. You know what? I don't need to make a decision. I can wear it and see if I like it, and then if I don't, I can always go back and sew over those. I don't think I fluffed it up. Huzzah! The back of shirt with a top and a questionably sewn shoulder strap. There's a pin. And then there's the front, and there's our straps. That is not a seam well sewn. Maybe I'll go over this seam real fast before I... Oh yeah. I'm going to stitch that one more time, then I'm going to top stitch over this, and then just add some bias binding to the bottom. Super cute. Oh my god. That good. So productive we have been. Alright, let's flip it around real quick and do this reinforced stitching. Well, oh, that sounded like a helicopter. Made the welcome to where helicopters make the house shake. No, okay. Alright, let's reinforce this top stitching. Did I? Okay, yeah, no. Oh, did we sew with the white side on top last time? Let's sew with the fashion fabric on top this time so I can see a little bit better where I might have erred. Should I consider undoing that one strap and redoing it? Yes, but for the amount of brain taxing that took to get as far as we did, not going to happen on this iteration. I will try to remember that for the next time. Where's my zipper? There's the top edge I'm looking for. I think it might also be fun to draft a sleeve for this. 'Cause sometimes I like sleeves. Or my arms get chilly and I need my options of layers of short sleeves with a cardigan or a little jacket or something. Yeah, having the fashion fabric on top this go around really is helpful to see where I did a terrible job catching the stitches. Or the two sides, it was like, oh, there's the holes I didn't sew the last time around. But easing around, doing, where's the words? Doesn't matter. Let's just get it all stitched up nice. Hey, get back on your path. Who said you could be bouncing around like that? I know we're almost done, but you do need to behave yourselves. Are you stuck too? No, alright. Oh, everybody's getting a little grumpy right now. Just have a little bit more to do. We're not going to sew unhappy. We like to sew, be so happy. Okay. Alright. Control. When the time comes, we'll do a thing. But Dove's probably not paying attention. Go do a thing, so you let me know when I can do a thing. But we'll get there. Phoenix, you are making no sense. You are just blabbering for the sake of blabbering. Yes. Oops. Just drive forwards. This is good. It's always good to reinforce your seam, so sewing something 5 times just to make sure it's well attached, no problem. I ripped that seam, just stitch over it 5 more times. Okay, around the second armhole. Back so close to the zipper. There's the second zipper edge. Then we will turn it around, slip in a top stitch, see what's next. Actually, I know what's going to be next, but somebody else has to do a thing, and then I will do a thing. Oh, slackers have finally started the show. Oh, Allie, we'll sew a little bit longer. I think Jess left. I think Allie left. Not Allie. Jess is getting ready for William's show. Mona's device was gonna poop. So I think it's just you, Allie. Let's get this. Well, I got a little bit more stitching I can get finished. Oh, what a day. This top was like a super brain twister, but we finally figured it out. Yep. Alright, let's turn this shirt like a sack. Actually, I could just go and top stitch, but I feel as though I Oh, don't. Oh, thank God. I was afraid. Did I? No. I had this moment of like, oh, well, you're not attached really. All right, we'll fix that later. Where's my words? I thought that I'd twisted a strap, but I didn't. It's got a zipper. I put the zipper in upside down so that I can pull it closed and dress myself easier. Oh, Allie, I feel I want to keep hanging out, but my butt hurts. Oh, Allie, sneaking in right at the very end. You could also close the bottom and have a bag too. I am going to close the bottom with some bias binding because I'm going to top stitch around this section. Maybe I'll just catch that in with the top stitching. Could finger press, but I feel like I really want to iron this. Who am I? I want to not finish a project so that I can iron it first. But yeah, we'll put some bias binding on it. And now I'll have another, we've got that flowy shirt that goes with the secret pants. And now another day Phoenix. Yes. All right, good chap. You have a good evening. Have fun at Will's show if you're over there. I am going to be back on Saturday at 12 p.m. Pacific time and then again on Sunday at 12 p.m. Pacific time. We need to get that Mummer's Necklace project finished, or I need to just go to the post office and post what I've got and wait for that. But do something awesome. I am going to see if, at least on the Rumbles, I can raid a boat. Allie, yes, ironing the bit will help with the finished look better. I know, which is why I'm gonna do it. I was like, I could just top stitch, but oh my God, cat, don't break the bowl. All right, I gotta go. There's a cat stealing my food out of the bowl. Hold on. Oh God. All right. How do I do this? I need to... Where's the button I want? Alright, we'll see it. I'm trying to close the show. David, he ate a whole bunch of whatever that is. Oh, well, at least it's cat food, but why is it in my dinner bowl? It's in a dinner bowl? Yeah. Oh. Alright. I am so not fancy. Oh. Yeah, cats are being troublesome. Very troublesome. Exactly. I know. I'm like, don't eat my food, cats. They're so crazy. Oh. How do I... No, that's not what I wanted to do. Alright, 1 second. We made this super easy, and then I forgot. No, just... Yes. We're gonna do it, because I want my dance. Oh. Alright, welcome to Phoenix Doesn't Know How to Do What She Wants to Do. Oh, because I have to write out the words. Alright. Did this work? Confirm. Alright, I'll see you all when I see you next. Alright, and